Good morning from Ponferrada. Today is day 30 and it's the 1st of October. It's a warm morning this morning. It's 15 degrees starting the day, which is pretty warm, and heading for 22 with rain forecast. So I am walking 24 kilometres today to Villafranca, and apparently the terrain is relatively easy, bit of up and down. So it looks to be an interesting day as we're apparently heading through some absolutely beautiful villages and towns. I just love the sign outside a pharmacy on the way out of Ponferrada. Open 24/7 and they speak English. Take note, future pilgrims. The guidebook tells me that today we are walking out of Ponferrada in a beautiful park, and that certainly looks to be the case. Autumn is definitely here. Look at the leaves beginning to gather along the side of the path, and the trees are starting to look a little less covered. There are bike riders everywhere on the Camino. This is a great sign. A pilgrim's staff, the scallop shell and the arrow all incorporated into a single sign. There is rain in them there hills. This was just one of the several ermita pilgrims' chapels that we saw along the path today. Crossing the motorway. After crossing the motorway, the path headed away from the little towns and villages and into the countryside. And somewhere between these two markers, it's only 200 kilometres to go. I've stopped at Cacabelos and I'm in a little restaurant having some protein. I'm seriously protein deficient, so I'm having bacon and eggs for a late lunch. Trying to find bacon and eggs in Spain is not easy. But the really important thing about Cacabelos is that this is where a British soldier shot as a sniper a French general. One shot from lying down. I should note he fired that shot in January 1809 during the Peninsular Wars. Walking through Cacabelos looking for a bridge. Okay, so that rain is really coming down, so the big decision, does the coat come out or do I just stick with the brolly? And I'll stick with the brolly for a wee bit longer. It's now 2:30 and I've been on the road for 6 hours and I think I've still got at least 5 kilometres to go. Note where they put the taxi signs, just where you need them. First sight of Villafranca, a church, another church. I'm not sure how these small towns have 2 churches. Continuing the story of my four-by-great-grandfather William Sutherland, he was garrisoned in this town on the 1st and 2nd of January 1809, and all the British stores were in this castle immediately opposite my hotel. I arrived here in Villafranca in a pretty exhausted state, I have to say, and a great kindness was shown to me by the proprietor. Instead of expecting to be handed my passport and going through all of the paperwork, he took my poles off me, refused to do any paperwork, led me gently up the stairs and told me I was to get on the bed and he would deal with everything later.